From massive whale activity for Dogecoin and all the latest updates and data to PayPal CEO huge update for cryptos, there is a lot to talk about in this video. So let's see what exactly is happening. So first of all, we are now seeing that there is still no positive momentum in the cryptos market, and almost all cryptos are continuing to move sideways. From Bitcoin and Ethereum to Dogecoin and others, it appears that we are going to see cryptos continuing to consolidate in the coming days. This is because investors are now apprehensive about the upcoming FOMC meeting, and they are expecting rate hikes from the Fed for the first time since 2018. However, the good thing for cryptos is that venture capitalists have been pouring money into crypto funds and companies since witnessing how cryptos have been used during the conflict in Ukraine. According to research firm Fundstrat, venture capital investments in the crypto space reached roughly $4 billion over the last 3 weeks of February. And as per Paul HSU, CEO of hybrid fund Decasonic, the conflict in Ukraine has weaponized our financial and digital economy and really accelerated blockchain adoption. He said that we are seeing a reallocation to crypto and blockchain away from real estate and bond funds because of higher interest rates. So seeing these venture capital investments pouring into cryptos, we can expect cryptos to perform well in the near future. And now, let's come to Dogecoin and see the latest whales activity. So as per Into the Block data, 3.89 million addresses are presently holding Dogecoin. Though this might seem impressive, 3 months ago, this number stood at 4.55 million. However, this is not a bad thing at all. This is because the decline in the number of holders may not directly impact Doge in terms of the market price, but from the perspective of primary growth, this may be a key sign. Moreover, as indicated by WhaleStats analysis of the top 100 BSC whales, Dogecoin remains among the top 10 holdings by Binance Whales, who now control around 237 million tokens. So what we are now seeing is that after Tesla CEO Elon Musk announced that he will not sell his crypto holdings, the price of Dogecoin soared by more than 9%. Although Doge fell shortly after it, its top holders appear to be scooping up tokens at a discount amid the present market volatility concerning the short-term price action for cryptos. And it might be worth noting that every market cycle has an accumulation phase, during which prices flatten and contrarian investors see an opportunity to buy at a discount. And as per Into the Block data, Dogecoin whales have become more active over the last 24 hours as the number of large transactions rose by 81%. Spikes in large transactions often point to high activity among institutional players or whales who are either buying or selling. But we can see here that the whales' concentration of Dogecoin has increased during the last 24 hours. So this means that these large concentrations from among institutional players or whales are actually due to the accumulation of Dogecoin. Besides, we can also see that Dogecoin's profitability remains at 53%, and more addresses in the money are expected to be beneficial to the network because holders are less inclined to sell to break even on their positions. All in all, we are now seeing that Doge whales have recently started to accumulate more and more coins. And it is a significant increase in light of Dogecoin's current consolidation in the market. And judging by this buying spree, I think that Dogecoin whales are very bullish on it in the long term. In general, we are currently witnessing that Dogecoin whales have increased their buying throughout the recent decline. And this transfer on the part of whales may result in a relief rally in the near future. Another important thing to note here is that these whales are actually institutional players, and they are buying Dogecoin due to some reason. What I'm trying to say here is that institutional investors invest after doing extensive research, and they also have some inside information. So I think that these investors know what common traders don't know. So this can be some huge upcoming update for Doge, and this update can lift its price to the upside. And I think this is exactly why these whales are investing in Dogecoin. So what we can conclude here is that Dogecoin is expected to surge in the future or perhaps in the long term. So let's see what happens from here. And now, if we come to Dogecoin's current price movements, we are seeing that it has been trading in a falling channel pattern on the daily chart since February 8. And it is making a consistent series of lower highs and lower lows between two parallel trend lines. Recently, Doge attempted to break up bullishly from the pattern but rejected and wicked from the upper descending trend line of the channel, causing it to fall down to find support at the median line of the pattern. This type of falling channel pattern is usually considered bearish until crypto reaches the upper descending trend line of the pattern on higher than average volume, and it can signal a massive reversal to the upside. Meanwhile, there currently appears to be a big battle taking place between the bulls and the bears because Dogecoin was trading flat on higher than average volume. Now, another thing is that Dogecoin's relative strength index is measuring in at about 35%, which indicates at least a bounce may be on the way. It is important to note here that when a crypto's RSI nears or falls below the 30% level, it becomes oversold, which can be a buy signal for technical traders. So what we are now seeing is that despite its sluggish movement, some technical indicators are pointing towards a bullish move from Doge. So this is very positive for Dogecoin, and let's wait and see if this bullish thesis comes into play in the coming days or weeks. And with that being said, let's come to Bitcoin for a minute. So Bitcoin has remained in a tight trading range, although buyers maintain support at 37K over the weekend. Still, Bitcoin is facing strong resistance beyond 40K, which could limit additional upside over the short term. Moreover, the downward-sloping 100-day moving average has kept the 4-month downtrend intact. So this is showing us that the overall momentum is bearish for Bitcoin. However, the recent sideways trading could result in volatile price swings over the next 2 weeks. And it appears that buyers will need to hold support above 35 to 37K in order to preserve the long-term uptrend for Bitcoin. And talking about Bitcoin buyers, we are now seeing that Bitcoin long-term holders are adding to their balance at an annualized rate of 7.6 times issuance. With 900 Bitcoin in mined issuance per day, this means around 6.8K Bitcoins are moving into long-term storage daily. So what we are now seeing is that the number of long-term Bitcoin holders is increasing, and this can have very positive impacts on its price in the near future. Meanwhile, the founder of Skybridge Capital, Anthony Scaramucci, has predicted that Bitcoin will be used by many Latin American countries as legal tender over time, not just El Salvador. He believes that Bitcoin is in its current status as an early adopting technological asset, and he thinks that Bitcoin will be used by many Latin American countries as legal tender over time. Meanwhile, he has also predicted that Bitcoin is going to hit the 100K price level in the near future. And now, let's come to some important crypto updates. So we are now seeing that PayPal CEO Dan Schulman has said that he feels very excited about how the potential for crypto and digital ledger technology can improve the financial system. He believes that the initial things that everyone thinks about crypto, buying and selling it, and what the price of Bitcoin is going to be tomorrow, that's the least interesting part about digital currencies to him. That is thinking about digital currencies as an asset class. To him, the real exciting thing about digital currencies is what kind of utility they can provide in payments. So he is basically saying that cryptos are more beneficial as means of payments, and this is exactly what is going to grow them from here in terms of price and adoption. Meanwhile, it appears that U.S. state Illinois is going to adopt cryptos. As per recent reports, a bill that would allow the Illinois Department of Revenue to accept crypto payments as easily as it accepts credit card transactions has moved forward to the state Senate. So what it means is that the citizens of Illinois will now be able to choose to pay via cryptos. So this is very positive news, as we are now seeing that more and more states and cities are now interested in adopting cryptos. Another positive news is that a new bill from U.S. Senator Cynthia Lummis seeks to overhaul how crypto can be taxed within the U.S. The Responsible Financial Innovation Act will provide clarity to the industry and users. First, it would provide a tax exclusion of up to $600 so crypto users wouldn't be hit with a tax bill for buying the proverbial coffee. Second, the bill would clarify that capital gains don't apply to productive activities such as mining or staking because you're not getting rid of the asset. Finally, it seeks to codify Lummis and Senator Ron Wyden's unsuccessful amendment to the $1 trillion infrastructure bill signed into law last year. So this is positive news because this bill is going to encourage more and more people to use cryptos since they will have to pay much fewer taxes. On the other hand, CoinShares has upped its stake in the Swiss bank Flow Bank. It is now looking to reach a broader investor market, looking for more advanced crypto exposure. Flow Bank offers 29 crypto pairs against US dollars, euros, and Swiss francs, as well as crypto ETP. The firm has stated that they have witnessed the growth of the crypto industry in recent years as well as the high demand. And as a bank that wants to be at the forefront of its generation, they believe in the potential of this asset class for our clients. So what it means is that more and more banks have started to offer crypto services, and this means that crypto adoption among their clients is going to increase from here. And now coming back to Dogecoin, we have just seen that whales are bullish on it, while technical indicators are also suggesting a bullish breakout for it. So seeing this, I'm expecting Doge to move to the upside in the near future. And that's it for today's video. If you liked our content, please leave a comment in the comment section below.